Okay. I don't know why, but the audio decided it wanted to break. But I'm here. I gotta stop being late for streams. It's just this week in particular that's been a little wonky, so to speak. But I'm here to torment myself with villagers. I just want to. Twitch knows I'm live, right? Cool, Twitch does know that I'm live. Okay. Do this world. Yes. Okay. Alright. Yeah, ended last stream with night. I had finally finished the house. And yeah, today is the day you watch me suffer. Because it's villager o'clock. Fun. I'm quickly gonna close that and close that so less stress on my computer. Okay. So what am I doing today? Well, I had made this fancy little board that I can use for streams. So today we're going to be doing villager breeder, upgrading the iron farm, and getting a lot of emeralds. And if we have time, we're going to make some space for a trading hall and expand the docks a little bit. So that's the plan. That's the plan. And I think we're going to probably start with some stonks. I also, last stream, made this cozy little area. I got some fish stored in here, got some barrels. Yeah. This is my little fishing spot. Got some more space around here that we're going to do something with. This is going to go around a bit more. Might grab that coal and that coal at some point if I think I need more. But yeah. First things first, I'm gonna get myself some more potatoes. Because potatoes are good. Some of these potatoes I'm gonna want to save just because potatoes are one of the things that villagers will take to breed, and I don't know if I'll have enough bread or wheat for bread in order to do that. So I'm gonna go with potatoes, since I know I have a lot of those that I'm not using. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this batch of potatoes to be done, and it's done. All right. So we're gonna start off with trading, because that's gonna be fun. Potatoes. Okay. So, one of the methods that I have at my disposal to get rich is iron. And we're going to be doing a bit of that today. Gonna slap some more villagers into the iron farm. But one thing that I'm going to be doing, which might be wise to start now. Well, first I want to trade with the villager I've got, but I've got in this box these two villagers. This guy is unfortunately a nitwit, but this guy isn't. So I can trade with him. And maybe, just maybe, he will decide to restock. But what I'm going to do is breed these two guys. Oh, hey, he did. Perfect. But what I'm going to do is breed these two guys together to get another villager who would not be a nitwit. And then I'm going to use, and then I'm going to separate the nitwit from the other villagers. And then I'm just going to use the other guy. Or yeah, the toolsmith that I have. Be nice if words want to work. I'm going to use the toolsmith and the baby villager to do some incest and make more guys. Did that guy just restock? He did not. Okay. Now I didn't do any prep for this stream because I'm an idiot. But there was a design that I used previously that worked real nicely for villagers that allowed me to automatically separate them. I might want to do that. I think I might have, as long as it doesn't need any redstone, I can make it. Because I know I used like this and maybe an activator. Okay, yeah, I might not be able to do it that way. I also do not want these guys to be too close to the iron farm. Right now they're at a safe distance because the other villagers are just down here. But I cannot afford to have these guys be too close. So I may honestly want to consider a different location for these guys. Right there would honestly be kind of convenient, but I don't know if that's going to be the best location. So right now, we're going to think of another spot, because I do want to have a breeder here. Or, well, not here specifically, I have plans for this spot, but I want one in close proximity to my house. So I'm thinking, I've got my animals here, and there's space down here that could be worth using. Thing is, at some point I want to build some real nice, like, terrace farms, and those might end up going down there. So I don't know. But also build it. No, that's not right. That's right. Well, let's think. Yeah, I think farms I'm definitely gonna want. Well, actually, no. Well, so, okay. Yeah, this is where it gets complicated. My iron farm is kind of in the center of this sort of island I've got here, which is good for convenience and having it always be loaded. I guess I could have farms like be over there. I'm gonna want to start clearing out some of these trees. Looks like I could put villagers there. Yeah, what I'll do, farm is gonna go over there. I think I'll put a villager breeder down there. And maybe at some point a bridge connecting that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna start clearing out space over there. Okay. I also do quickly gotta go use the bathroom. I did not prepare very well for this stream, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Be right back. It'll take like a minute at most. Probably should. I am back. Okay. Bathroom has been utilized. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Just start digging. I've got extra axe on me, got no supplies. Good, okay. So what I'm gonna have this path that kind of goes up here. Go through here. Something like that. I'm gonna come down here. And then I want to make like some stairs. I'm thinking maybe the stairs could be over here and then just go down like that. Yeah. So we're just gonna start chopping. That tree could maybe stay. This one is gonna have to go. So I'm thinking I have a path that just goes down here, and then stairs just go down. I think that won't look very bad. What was that sound? Okay. What if I These trees. Yeah, I want to clear out some of the leaves. That will probably help me make a better visualization of what I want. And some of this wood I might just, well, no, the birch wood I'm going to keep. Because most of this area I'm going to build out of birch. Yeah, those trees there. We'll make the stairs next. And then we're going to start building an area to have villagers in. And figuring out how to transport them. Oh, that's going to be... Well, the guy will only want that workstation. I didn't think about the fact that I have to get them over. I mean, I could boat them around. I might not. Yeah, that could work. Okay, so. Gonna put some of that. Then I do like this crafting table right here. How convenient. So I'm just gonna have really. I'm just thinking I have something like that. And then just like fill in parts of that. Okay. Then I think it's blocks and just have like a guardrail here. Yeah, something like that. That and that. And then like that, I think. With a torch there, there, to assassinate this tree. And yeah, that's not that bad. Okay. Then I'll just like connect the path up to there. And maybe honestly a fence right here wouldn't be that bad. I could have like a maybe like a water feature here would look cool. Yeah. That's gonna be a later project though. For now, there have been okay. Now though, torch there. Boom, 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 charges. So, actually, I did have 5. Do I need coal? I can do it. That's interesting. I almost might know of an infinite coal trick. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go into here and right around here, I think. Bless me. And then okay. Then right around here-ish. I am going to get some supplies. At some point, I'm gonna think maybe that tower could use an upgrade or something. I definitely need some, like, tower or something to put, what's it, lightning rod on. I'm kind of just using it as an excuse to get up high, because I don't want to put one on this house and risk it burning down. I spent way too long making this thing for me to risk letting that happen. Okay, so new day. I'm going to need 2. I do believe I should be able to get some more emeralds. Okay, yeah, let's make the bets while I'm here. Cool. So to breed villagers, you first need, at minimum, 2 villagers in the area that your villagers are going to be bred, and you need a bed for each of those villagers, plus 1 for the newborn. And then you need to give them food. By having them in an enclosed space, I'll be able to make it so, what was my brain train? By having them in an enclosed space, I can make it so I don't have to worry about additional beds, as long as I have 3 and can separate the baby from the parents. Sounds kind of cruel, and it is kind of cruel, but don't worry, it's cruel. I'm gonna have the beds there. I could honestly use like an automatic thing to get them to breed. But well, I thought I could have a villager breeder here that could like be running automatically, and then I could just boat the villagers over to the other base. I suppose that could work. I'm gonna need to go get we got one of these diamond hoes. And yeah, 20 potatoes should be good enough. Coal, that should be good. Oh yeah, the only other thing I need is composter. Right, just slabs. Cool. Cool. All right. So here's how this is going to go. I might. Oh, trading. I don't know where my trading hall is going to go. I was thinking of building over there, but I don't know. I'll think about that later. But I'm gonna put that there. Actually, no, what am I? Okay. 6, 7. Have that there, then I can put the smithing table here. Cons. Okay. I'm thinking I might want to rework the layout a little bit. So that. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna put that in the corner for simplicity. And then we're gonna make a small farm on this side. How nice. So if I have the entrance here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Close enough, considering what I brought with me. So I want these. To be correct as possible. Then stickler for detail. Okay. Then just gonna need 2 trapdoors to cover that. And I'm also gonna need some more. Yeah, you know what? Why not birch? And more cobblestone. Is there anything else I need? Actually, I'm just gonna bring all of that. Gonna deal with separating the children later. Composter's gonna go there. Okay, got that. This should make it so the villagers have a self-sustaining source of food. How do I make it so the baby villager gets out of here? Tempted to have something like that. Only baby could get through. And then yeah, just have like a little pen here for him to exist in. Probably be a good idea to light up this area. Bring the villagers in here. Somehow. Okay, I also want to change the floor out. That one wants to be there, that one to be there. Cool. So, villagers exist here, they do their thing, the baby gets transported that way. Yeah, I have an idea for how this could work. I'm gonna need a boat and more cobblestone. Okay. More cobble. Even more cobble. Ooh. What I want to get right, I want to grab another boat, which I have. Buy some of that dirt. Let's see. This room is room with the child. So ideally, he'll just come in here, and then just trapped in the boat. And that's that. That's my whole plan. So now I want to put a roof on these. I also think right here, I'm just going to have like a slab staircase that just goes down to there. I can get the guys up here in the first place. Gonna make it so. Actually, I'll have a little platform here, and then, yeah, let's, I have no idea what I'm doing. First, do a bit of that. Okay. But then roof is going to go on here. It's going to all be slabs. Ow. Actually, we're just going to do that many slabs. This tree is gonna go now. Oh. 6 times 2. Okay. More of those. Are you done de-treeing yet? Okay, so got that. This goes right to the water, which is perfect. So I will bring villagers up to here. I'm going to have like a little thing here where I can check in on. Okay, I'm gonna have a thing here where I can check on villagers to see if there's any in there. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. Can I actually craft? Oh, I can craft 2 of them like that. Perfect. Got that. There's a torch there. Perfect. And now I'll put a torch right there. Okay. And that's, I guess, how I'll get new villagers in. I'll just shove them in through there. Give me another 20 of these, please. Okay. Cool. So that's the roof done. I will put that one a block. Actually, I'm a perfectionist. Boop, boop. And then torch there. Cool. Villagers come up. So I get the villagers up here. And then I just kind of drop them in there. I'll keep this ramp here, just in case. And then I just kind of can check in here to see if there's a guy, and if there's a guy, ooh, a villager. I'll take him out right by the water. It's perfect. The only challenge is actually getting them in. So I don't know how I'm doing this. I guess would make the most sense. Wait for day or night, skip to day, and then get this guy because I can at least use the workstation. I can trade with him again. Just do that quick. Get him, and then we'll boat the other guy over. So he's right there, and then we're gonna figure that out. Okay. I'm gonna need more boats. Perfect. So I'm thinking. I'm gonna get rid of these so there's no movement. And then what I'm just gonna do is place that right there. actually hurt. Guess we're gonna have. I don't know how I do this. Guess like that. Did you restock your trades? Cool, dude. Okay. And then, please. Okay. Leave that there. Another boat there for when he hopefully tries to pathfind to his workstation. That's one. And yeah, you get your workstation. Congrats, buddy. That's one of the fools. This guy, however, is going to be... He's going to be the potential problem. Wait. It's a dumb idea, but I have an idea. Okay. As a certain manager of mine once said, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Alright. Reached land. This should be more than enough to get me the rest of the way. Cool. Alright. Just gotta clean up this bit here. This, we're just... Did you all... Bro. For this, we're just simply gonna... tear down a wall. Boat him in. Okay. So that's that. I think the way I get them out there is I'll just simply get them all in boats and just boat them around. Alright, I left some dirt on top of that thing. Actually, I won't. Okay. And now, in theory, all I gotta do is, one, clean up that, but two, give them enough potatoes to breed one villager. And that's a waiting game. Pretend I'm not here. I said pretend I'm not here. Come on. Stare deeply into each other's eyes. Move that there to reduce the risk of one of these guys falling onto the crops. I'm gonna go get more potatoes. This I can also tear down. This is nice to finally do, because this thing is pretty ugly. Okay. Those are going in there. I just need, like, in theory, that many potatoes, maybe. I'll try it and see what we get. You, sir, are going to walk in there. No. Bad villager. If I do that, I guess I can make it possible for that guy to get in. Oh. Yeah, come on. Check out this boat. It's a lot cooler than false promises of freedom, kid. Oh. How did you escape? No, no, you little gremlin. Here. How are you stronger than me? You asked for it, Buster. Water! Can you go that way, please? Please? you kidding me? Where'd you... Realize that could have been a disaster. I want to whack you, but I'm not going to. At least part of me is a soul. Alright, kid. Yes! That was close. Oh my god, that was close. I don't know if you could tell, but I almost whacked the nitwit with my shovel. Okay, that was too close for comfort. Okay. So I'm trying to get this set up. And I did get it set up, which is good. So, priority number 1 is going to be getting this up, which means swapping those villagers so I can make the baby a farmer. Then I need to separate the nitwit from there and prepare him for an eternal life in the iron farm. That is easier said than done, of course, but it's doable at least. Oh, hey. Did all that. This is gonna go in there. Gonna take those sticks. Gonna take out that many saplings. And we are gonna take a break from this area. But did set up the villager breeder, so that can get taken up. It just needs a little bit of calibration, but that's okay. So there's a couple things that I could do, and I'm honestly not sure which order I want to do them in. So the first thing that I could do is go grind emeralds at the other village over wherever direction it was. It's been a hot minute since I went over there. I could go there, which I'm thinking I could do. Another thing I could do is I could stay around this base so the villager breeder is loaded, which would mean the kid would grow up sooner so I could sooner swap them and get that fully, completely checked off the list. However, that means I need to be doing something around here, and I don't particularly feel like doing any AFK activities. I could also, and I'm thinking might be worth doing, is go back atop my spire here and take some time to think about what I might want to do next. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it the smart way, with bamboo and string. Is this where? So I do a little bit of that, And just do that. Okay. Got some scaffolding. And I'm thinking I'm just going to build a scaffolding pillar right here. Because why not? Just so I can get a sense of what I'm working with. So, okay, this island isn't as big as I thought. But that is okay. So, I was considering having villagers elsewhere. Like, not in this immediate area. So I could have them trading hall elsewhere. And I could still do that. That's still an option. Put my mic around for a moment. So villagers, I believe, are that direction. Somewhere over there. Now there's this weird little bit of terrain right here on this island, and I'm thinking this area here is where I want most of my stuff to be, if possible. I'm honestly considering making this kind of corner my villager corner, with my iron farm in the middle, because that's kind of the source of my wealth. So I'm honestly considering having villager stuff just be in this sort of area of the island, which would be kind of cool. Is that also, is that, those are rose bushes. I needed you several streams ago. And there's, see that? Now I do want to build a barn for animals at some point, a proper barn with some terrace farms around it. That, I'm honestly thinking, is going to go in that area of the island, which kind of leaves this area here for other projects. This tower that I'm on top of, I'm going to revamp that. I'm going to keep the docks kind of on this sort of stretch around here. I'm going to continue the lily pad bridge. The lily pad bridge, it's going to continue going all the way that way to my wood farming area. But I do want to put a few, like just a small bridge somewhere, I don't know where, somewhere around there maybe, so I can get a boat through safely without worrying about exploding any of the lily pads. I want to do that. And that could be my next project. Yeah, that definitely been render distance. Okay. So I could do that next, which would require a whole lot of materials. At some point, I'm going to need a nether portal, for the safety of my villagers, and it's not going to be over here, so it's going to be over here somewhere. So I need one of those eventually. So that's the other two there. I also think I want to build like an underwater cove somewhere around there. I don't know. But nether portal could maybe go like around here-ish. I don't know. I also want to rework the entrance to the mine and the staircase that leads down there. So yeah, I think next project might end up being the bridge. Or at least some planning for that. because I need to be like in this area for like a good like 20 to 30 maybe minutes for that guy to grow. And I also need to be in this area quite a bit, so I can have other villagers be born, grow up, and then boat them into the iron farm. So what I'm thinking I'll do now, I'm gonna go trade with the guy that's in there, maybe cut down all those trees in that whole section of the island, then use some of that wood to build a fancy bridge down there. It's just gonna be like a short thing spanning a few lily pads. And yeah. And maybe make preparations for the barn there. My next building project, I mean the bridge, I'm just gonna freelance it. I'm just gonna make that up as I go. I did the same thing there. This one I built in creative mode. You can probably tell that I did. But the next like mega building project I'm gonna do is gonna be a little forge area right here. It's gonna have like an anvil, smithing table, grindstone, blast furnace, and a lava farm. It's gonna be a small little build right there. At some point, I may want to revamp my enchanting setup. I don't know yet. It's fine as it is for now. But after I build that, next mega project, or I say mega project, but my next project might honestly, it might be a kelp farm. I don't know. Well, the thing is, I don't have any redstone whatsoever, which is a minor problem. I do believe one way I can solve that is via trading with a cleric, but that I need brewing sands for, which I need anyways. Oh, I know where I could have my nether portal. I've got the whole basement of my house that doesn't exist yet that I could use, as long as I build it going northeast, so it's not too close to the iron farm. That I could use, and then it's definitely not going to be at risk of burning anything down. Fireballs occasionally come through. Alright. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm not going to do that now, though. Which means this area could be freed up for another project. Maybe like a fountain or something. Yeah. What's that? Oh, that's a crafting table. It looks like from far away. It looks like a red thing. I guess I can see it. That'd be a... Anyways, I know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to work on that bridge after I do some deforestation simulator. And at some point, I'm going to rework this and build a proper tower that's got a lightning rod on it. Yeah, those are my plans. As for animals, the cows are going to get a real big pen dedicated to them over the farm area once I build that. I am a man who has got himself a plan. And a somewhat sore voice, it would seem. Yeah, iron farm, that might not happen. I mean, there is time for it. It honestly depends on how long it takes for the villagers to do their thing. That's really what it's hinging upon. But let's go see how they're doing. Okay, still a child by the sound of it. That double gate system is useful in case a baby zombie manifests itself. Here, nice and safe. You guys are nice and safe. I wish you'd grow up, you little creature. But that's okay. So I'm gonna put these emeralds back, and then we're gonna get to work. I could also, I'm gonna take this book. I was gonna think of this tree farm. I've kind of got multiple areas that I can farm stuff. I could build an automatic one, but I don't want to expand docks. I did expand it a little bit. I didn't expand it enough. Fishing setup. That I've got. I don't know how I feel about AFK-based farms. I mean, I'm gonna need a creeper farm eventually for when I get on Elytra. Some other farms, so I don't know about that. I'm personally fond of farms that I could just have running in the background while I'm doing other things, like the iron farm, for instance. Rebuild the lighthouse at some point. Definitely want to get the docks here to be a bit bigger. Kelp farm, that is somewhat high on my to-do list. I'm actually going to move that to the top. Or at least a reliable source of it. But right now, it's tree chopping time. And just one more time. Okay, you're still being a child. So it's kind of just here over that we gotta chop. I'm gonna chop these few trees here so we can get a good idea of the area. Chop. And I also had an idea a few minutes ago. I didn't mention it because it's still in the idea phase. But it might be cool for a villager breeder. Also, just because it's going to tick me off, that this tree can stay. I'm gonna have like a few. I'm gonna keep a few of the trees, but most of them over there I'm gonna get out. So I was thinking, villagers are in prime position to be boated out from here. But when I'm bringing them into the farm, what if I like bring them around here and then have like an opening in the trading hall, right? That I can just bring them in by water and then just have them right there in a central area. Because if I do that, that'll be like super mega efficient. Might be worth considering, I don't know. Because it'd definitely be a fun idea. That tree there. I might end up making some custom trees later. I don't know. I'm not good with custom trees. Okay, that might be what I think it is. It is what I think it is. Might be time. Okay, that is what I think it is. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in a bit. Huzzah! Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry that I had to go, but while I am streaming, I do have other commitments simultaneously that happen semi-regularly at around this time, which is why I have this prepared. I forgot to switch to that one, but I have those prepared for a reason. There's nothing much else to say other than I have other things that matter to me besides streaming, and I want to be able to be there for those things. Anyways. Yay! Alright. The man-child grew. Okay. That's good. I'm going to need another bow. Okay. So, gonna be streaming now. Focusing on the stream. Okay. So the other thing I wanted another bow. To not hurt third. Yeah. Alright. I'm half tempted to tear this out and rebuild it right here, honestly. But, anyways. So, I want to get these guys in boats separately. You in a boat. Perfect. That worked out perfectly. Okay. Now here's the only thing I did not consider. That I would need a spot to put these guys when they aren't in here. Or at least a spot to put that guy. What's that done? You know, you again the bows, there's no risk of me hurting you. Okay. Farmer. But it could be better. Actually, this guy. For now I'm gonna stick you over here. There we go. That'll do, that'll do. quickly look up the farmer trades. Farmer. So that would honestly be the one that I'd want to get. Okay. So I just need an emerald. Deposit that bow. Did I just see something there? I might have just been like that. So that's just a pig. Okay. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a paranoid player. But I'm going to keep trying just because, oh, why not? So, there's a specific set of trades that I'm looking for from our dear farmer. Oh, that there. It's not the set of trades I was looking for. One of them. Yes, perfect. Okay. And now, do your thing, sir. So, in theory, that guy should harvest the crops to feed himself and the other guy. Dairy. Let's do that. Villager should in theory go to there. If not, boat magic. Yeah. The only problem so far is I don't have a way to guarantee that the villager will go in there. I can only just hope. But hope I shall. We need several more of those guys. Which wood do I have? Oh, let's do stacks. Good, but not good enough. At some point, I'm also going to want to make a raid farm. Just because I am someone who has an interest in the emerald economy, and I am going to exploit the foolishness of these villagers for capital gains. Yeah, I got that. Could also grind emeralds. And in all honesty, I probably should be grinding emeralds. With my Fletchers. I just have like a million things that I want to be doing. here right now, such as collecting all these saplings and sticks and getting myself a new axe. And at some point I'm going to check on those guys. That brown man's useful. Okay, give me iron for an iron axe. And that can just go in there. And then wood. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay. Nice, I also have a reliable source of bread or food. Actually, won't that guy eventually give me access to golden carrots? He will. Okay. That's gonna be useful. Let's go chop it down some more. Actually, I am going to check. Okay, yeah, he's harvesting the crops. No, I don't exist. No, you're not getting your freedom. Go away. I'm not here. Okay. These trees I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. So they can stay for now. Rain. Rain? How dare it rain on my parade? Yeah, I should probably pull up the chat. So what is that? Oh, that's sand. I thought that was like a shipwreck or something. Okay, I definitely want a lightning rod way away from all my villagers, because them getting turned into zombie villagers, that could be remedied. Them getting turned into witches, yeah, no way, Jose. Am I getting those guys back? I definitely don't want lightning to strike them. I think kind of got that. I'm gonna chop down these trees and then just work my way that way. I think. Yeah. This area feels really dark for some reason. I'm gonna put a torch there. I'm also gonna sleep. It is nighttime, and now it's daytime, and I'm not sleeping. Okay, so I got all this cleared out. That's nice. There'll definitely be enough resources to build something cool out of. Chicken! But no jockey. You know what? I don't want to let any of these items go to waste. Any of this free stuff. I'm gonna quickly run around, grab it all. I have no doubt some of this is probably despawned. Saplings, I mean, always useful if I need a lot of birch, but I could also just compost them. That cow, that's a cow. Okay. Let's go around, grab all this. These items, that's the other that there. Okay. I've got, wow, 2 stacks of saplings. Plus those other saplings I had, which I've done absolutely nothing with. Okay. I am not one who would let all of these useful materials and things just go to waste. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. Well, actually, you live for now. I'll admit I was tempted, but it can live for now. I'm gonna see if I can lead the mother over to it. Magic. Okay, there. Have a mother. I guess. I don't know. Got so much wood on me. And I could, like, turn all of this, like, into sticks just to sell. But I kind of don't want to do that. This is going to be good for like, really useful for the next time I have a mega project. I'm going to go until I get the... Well, I'm not going to waste any free resources. I'm going to go until I get the first durability notification. And then I will finish mining whatever tree I was mining when I get that notification. Oh. Okay, one more. This area is looking a lot different than it was before. The lack of trees probably contributes to that. I want to check. Two guys, is there a... There's not a guy in here, okay. Well, I shouldn't complain about it being slow, because at least it's fully automatic. It just needs time. And that I'm more than willing to wait for that. I think that's a few things I can check off my to-do list for today. I got a breeder going. It's slow, but it's automatic, so I'm not complaining. Space for trading hall. That docks. That might honestly get pushed to another stream. Because I've only got like an hour and 20 minutes left on this stream. So I don't know what I'm going to do in that time. I'm not sure I want to spend it on building this, even though I have 1.5 million resources for that. So I'm going to go... Well, this stupid rubber stands. Okay. Plants. Actually, those go there. That can go there. And stick wood, so I'll shove that in there. Okay. One of those. One of those. I'm now going to go empty out the iron farm. Wow! That's what I like to say. Also, I need just a little bit of what's left over. At some point, I'm going to do something with all those roses. Those are likely going to just get shoved into a composter for infinite bone meal. And you know what? I'll bring 14 potatoes. That will just give those guys. Because why not? Hello, villagers. No, okay. Well, you. Supposed to go. That I want from you. You guys have that. What if I were to... Oh, he just took that. Okay, well, I'll try one other. Alright, you're just gonna make a fool out of me. Saying, I will try one other thing. Those guys are out. What if I do that? The little guy go for it? Can you guys get off the beds? He got it. Now he's stuck. Okay. Now that's good to know that I can just do some trickery like that to get them out. That's good to know. So now there's the question of what do I do now? I mean, I've got a really good base going. I've got some directions I want to take it, but I gotta pace myself. Really want to pace myself. I want to get as much of a good base done before I tackle the nether. That reminds me, one thing I wanted to do was well, that bridge here. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that next on stream. Because that is something I did want to have done at some point. So I will go build a bridge. after I deposit my stuff. That goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there, that goes in there. There. Okay. So I'm gonna want some of that. I had a train of thought, and then the train of thought derailed itself. But yeah, we're gonna go build a bridge. I'm thinking right here-ish is what I want it to be. Okay, cool. Oh, that's even better. Okay. So it's these two lily pads that I want to place. Wait a second. Is that here or must have been there. Okay. So those two lily pads I want to replace. I want the bridge to be here. Move these back a block each. Then I think there. Build pillars that go down out of birch. Right, that's one. I have more on me, good. Okay, how kind of the stream to not die on me. But, oh, I just put the lily pads from here at the end, because this is where the bridge is going to go. And the intent is so I can get boats through without risk of destroying the lily pads. That is not something I want to do. I believe that was how I got the positions. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is how I got that. Right. Okay. So, I've got this. Now what? I think it'd be a nice touch to have a crafting table physically in the bridge. 3. Like right there. That's not quite. going to have 2 crafting tables for symmetry. But let's think. So it's going to be made out of birch and birch slabs. I think, anyways. Actually, no. Stairs, likely stairs. Maybe some slabs down here. I don't know. But well, let's see. Actually, wait. Yeah, I was on the right track with slabs. Well, actually, wait a minute. Could do like that. So I can access them from underneath, which future me might be thankful for. Let's see. I just leap onto the bridge and then, yeah, this. Yeah, this is gonna be something. I may honestly need to get rid of more lily pads. I don't want to do, but I mean, gotta think here. So let's put that there. I want like a tiny bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need more space. Get rid of that later. Go on that, and then like that. Let's have that just continue going down. That's a doable concept. Oh, wow, thanks for stealing my dirt block, dolphin. And spontaneous. Where did you even come from? Never mind. It doesn't matter. See, if I have that there, and then that could work. Yeah, just like run up that. Okay. Cool. Cool. 3. These right there, and that would be at the same level as this. 3. Okay. Then just, oops, not like that. And then bada ding, bada doom. Okay. So I just need like another couple of things. I just gotta decorate this. What if I do that? Yeah. And then that's all gonna go like there. That light. I have a torch here. That should, in theory, cover this. Yeah, that covers that. Okay. I just gotta make some railings. And then figure out what the heck I'm doing here. Did I use all my stairs? Right, I uncrafted. Okay. That does not look so bad. That's at like 3 durability. That's 7 durability. Okay. That doesn't look that bad. Except for the fact that at the wrong freaking level. Where'd that dirt block go? Okay. Do I want the same level as... What? Wait. Hold on. So if I had it like... I'm just gonna go with it. I had an approximate idea of what I was doing. Okay, that's that. That isn't that bad. Now I gotta do something here. Those need to come out. Just a smidgen more. On each side. Okay, that doesn't look that bad. And now I just gotta figure out make the underside of this look pretty. That honestly could just stay like that, maybe. Actually, I have an idea. We could add some detail. That there. That there. Also add something like that. Maybe these can add some detail to the underside. Yeah, like that. This is not the worst bridge imaginable. Looks kind of ugly, but kind of alright. Let me test it. Alright. Test one works. And test two works. It's complete with graphic tables. I'm gonna call that mini project done. It's kind of ugly, but I'm keeping it. Now, I'm gonna go check on the villagers. That sounded like he was grown. He's grown! Yay! Okay. I'm going to need another boat. And I don't want to craft another one since I know I already have one. And I think we should have enough time to get another villager. And then to get all these guys into the iron farm. I think, at least. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And now I just have to lock you up and throw away the key. Okay. There we go. Question is, will let you guys make another one. That's the only issue. And honestly, I'm just gonna grab myself 12 emeralds. Actually, no, what I'm gonna do is grab myself that many iron, trade with the other dude, then throw all those emeralds into the other guy to buy bread to then give to these guys. Give. Okay. Do your thing. So what new trades do you get? You got pumpkins for emeralds and emeralds for pumpkin pie. Cool. Any resources you have? Good to know. Can you come out of there? Okay. So now those guys should. There we go. I wanted 3. You know what? What am I doing? Wait. That can go there. That can go there. Okay. Finally getting a decent stockpile of food. Okay, I need you guys to breed, by the way. Okay, what will you have for me now? Cookies and melons and emeralds. You guys gonna like go on, make love to one another. It's not that hard. Bro, if you reset your map, I'm not gonna give them more though. Wait. child is born. Come on. You're not getting your freedom. But you are going to get this bread. Perfect. Okay. So that's that. I have the villagers. I'm just waiting on one of them to grow. This is going well. Now, quickly Alt-Tab. Just kinda gotta find the iron farm. So I can continue making it. I should already have. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, I should already have the stuff. I just need to actually dig it out. Okay. So I have to figure out how on earth I'm getting. So I have the stuff. That's incredibly convenient. That helps a lot. Getting a zombie there is going to be fun. I have an idea. I got me. I got me an idea. My idea is this. Step 1, get the villagers into the thing. Step 2, we're gonna make use of that giant area that I cleared out earlier. Let's see, I'm gonna need beds. I just crafted an entire stack of. Okay. And I meant to. Well, shit. I guess I have that all on wood now. Okay, cool. So my plan is this. And last time this didn't go so well, but now I've got better tools, weapons. Hopefully this goes slightly better. So I'm going to get the villagers into the iron farm. I'm going to dig that out now. Then, I'm going to go over here to this big open area and give a zombie this iron helmet. I'm then going to sleep, make it today. All the other creatures should burn and die. Except for my zombie, because I've given him a hat. And then I can lead him over in the comfort of day. So what I'm going to do now is dig out the area where it's going to go. That's a techno pig, okay. So I need I need a bow. I'll assume I need all of that. I'm also going to get, well, yeah, I'll be getting help so either way. Okay. And we're gonna do it over here. So 1, 2. This tree has got to go, I think. Anyways, 1, 2. 3. 7 blocks deep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then dig this way. Let's go there for now. Okay. Okay, now I need that. Those have to go that way. Slabs and a trapdoor like that. Okay. Okay. Let's dig out those 5 blocks. And then torches. So I want to make sure I get my torch count correct. And then I need a boat. And then dig stairs out. Okay. bing, bada doom. Down. No. Okay. That's going in there, that's going in there. Okay. Now comes the challenge of how the HE double hockey sticks I get the nitwit from there to there. And honestly, we're gonna start with him. Okay, that one's still a baby. Because the other two villagers, I can at least lure them with the false promise of a workstation. Like that, I could at least do. This guy, like, he doesn't want a workstation. Which basically means I gotta get creative. Where is the iron farm? Okay, so I need to get him up to this level, level 69. Nice, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Okay, well... no time like the present to start. Go on, dude. There's no way you're gonna get. Just go. Good. Shit. Okay. Should have seen that one coming. Ideally, we don't lose any more health. I'm not going to risk any mobs spawning at all. This. The hard part about getting these guys in is going to be dealing with the nitwit, because he's not going to want, he won't go to a workstation, so I have to do him the hard way. So there's that. And then I just have to get the zombie, because the other guys will respond to a workstation, and I just have to wait for one guy to grow, and while I'm waiting, I can deal with this idiot. Honestly, I say, just get you here. Just have to get him to here. Okay. Think there's any ways that he could get out. All he has to do is make it to here. Doing good. You're doing good, bro. Just a little bit further. Yes! Oh my god, yes. Yay, it reconnected. Okay. So this guy, at the very least, he will take a workstation, and I'm gonna go get one. Because I don't have one on me. Oh, that will do. Hey kid, you want a job? Some conditions apply, including eternal enslavement. That's a cat. Okay. Thought that was like a pillager. Because that bad, and I know that they could show up somewhere here. Yeah, you see something you like? Okay. You don't want to go in. Oh, too bad. Sir, you're going in. Okay. That's two of them. That guy was real easy. Yeah, I can take this down. Alright. I could just... I don't know if I could go... Back this puppy up. So I'm not going to turn, I'm not going to risk jamming you into a wall. Alright. Just gotta get this guy in quickly. I've got a minute to do it in. You can do it. Sir? Sir? No. Okay. Abort mission. Abort mission. Okay. So, what must have just happened is that guy realized it was bedtime and decided that he needed to pathfind to a bed. I don't know which bed he was pathfinding to, but he realized that he did not want to be over there. Oh, yes. Okay. And you go. Alright. this is my zombie catcher. Problem is, need a zombie, and I just skipped the night. So I'm gonna quickly sort my inventory into here, and then we're gonna think about how to catch a zombert. Definitely gonna need that name tag. I'm gonna do the same thing I did for the other zombie. Call it unpaid worker. Now we're not going to use that until I get him basically on top of it. So my plan is, I'm going to explain this. Once it becomes nighttime, I'm going to go over here and let zombies spawn, right? I'm going to give a helmet to one of them, and then skip the night, so it's daytime. And I think I should probably be wise to have an escape plan. So just go boom, boom, boom. And I've learned my lesson. From the last time I did something like this. Okay, so it's going to be a single torch here, and a bed here. So I've got that. I'm going to light up this area specifically. Keep a few extra for myself so mobs don't spawn around here, so I can give the guy the hat, run over here, sleep. Okay, so we've got, so then it'll be daytime and we will have a zombie chasing after me. I'm gonna guide him over to here. Actually, no, we're just gonna use this. I'm gonna make a staircase right here. Gonna guide him over to here, and then bring him this way to the zombie catcher. Cut down that tree. I'm going to build this to help me find the place. Okay. I think I might be ready. Got the helmet. Got a bow. Got the name tag. Yeah. I think I've got this. Actually, wait. I need a contingency plan. Just in case something happens. That's gonna go in there. I need that. And I also need stuff for. Actually, I'm gonna need stuff for chest as well. So I need a chest. Wow, I really need one more block. I want a shield. Leggings, helmet, boots, then axe, pickaxe, some cod. What else could come in handy? Well, okay. This is just my backup plan that I'm getting ready in case something doesn't work and I die. And the name tag is going to go in here. I have spare iron, and why not? Crafting table. Some of that. Some of that. Okay. Actually, no, not doing that. Just want my spawn point to be set. And I gotta stay over here so stuff actually starts to spawn. Oh man, this is kind of stressful. So I'll go over there. Ideally, I'd get one that's closer. Ideally. Why do you... Okay. When are you supposed to pick that up? Can these guys not do that on this difficulty? Seriously, pick that up, guys. One of you. Oh my god. Okay, this throws my entire plan out of whack. Okay, guys. Seriously, pick up the helmet. Seriously, take the god. Okay. Okay. I'm genuinely kind of pissed that that happened. But at this point, can't do anything about it. So, I don't have enough time to try that again. So I'm not going to. I'm gonna, between now and next, I'm gonna figure out a better way to go about doing that. I'm not gonna do that right now. Actually, I do want to quickly go grab that name tag. Okay. It's unfortunately too late for me to be able to do any of that again, but whatever. It's gonna go there. I need redstone. Might honestly be a safer. Yeah, so next stream, I'm going to get some redstone, gonna make a dispenser, and we're gonna do that under the lobby. That's gonna be the first thing to do next stream. Then gonna build forge, because next stream is going to be a short stream. It's gonna be on Thursday, long stream. Gonna move getting stonks to next long stream. I think a trading hall might honestly be my next project. I'm genuinely kind of pissed that that happened, but oh well. That said, I'm going to call it here. Thank you for watching. This stream, just like all my other ones, is going to go up on YouTube eventually. The upload, like the VOD uploads on YouTube, they're a little bit behind. I might decide to catch up, I might not, but this one will be up eventually, but for now it's going to be exclusively on Twitch, just for like a couple days. But thank you for watching, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.